Hello everyone and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Last time we left off we killed a wither and we used its nether star to create a wand focus of warding so that we could contain more withers and so on and so forth. So I opened a few loot bags from Thaumcraft and I got a V-stone, so that's why the energized node seems to be charging right now. It's just charging the necklace that's around my neck, which is then charging my wand, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps I am. Possibly. Does it only charge it when it's in my bar? When it's in my hand? Yeah, seems to be the case. Okay, well, regardless. So, today we are putting this to the test. We have warded this entire chamber. Let me just double check, make sure that's the case. Oh yeah, totally warded, completely warded. I'm still a little paranoid about this, so I'm gonna stretch this out a little further. Could ward this entire floor, honestly. Okay, so I think I'm comfortable with that. Alright, so now we are going to go ahead and put down the soul sand. And then the wither skulls. And we are going to let this guy form. And see how much damage he causes. Okay, it looks like he's contained relatively safely. And that worked out well. That worked out really well. And we got smite on the sword, which is great for fighting withers. Alright, so let's go downstairs, check to see if any damage spilled to the lower areas. I'm really hoping it didn't, but we'll see. The node room is still intact. I'd be surprised if it managed to reach out this far. And this room, which is directly under the chamber, seems to be completely unharmed. So that's fantastic. Our Viz relays are still in place. Everything looks hunky-dory. Hunky-dory, or is it hunky or honky? Is it an O or a U? I'm not quite sure. Regardless, we now have a wither killing device. Well, not device. A wither killing thing. Yeah. Do I have another barrel or something? Not really. You know what? Why not? Division sigil storage. Because I'm sure we'll have tons of those. So we have a wither star, which I will now be using to make a beacon this time around. We can store the yellow heart here. We'll be turning those into green ones soon enough. Another star. So a beacon, I believe, is 3 obsidian and 5 glass around another star, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a really long time since I've made a beacon. They're not something that I've ever made in vanilla, which is... am I out of glass, basically? That's okay. Got tons of sand. I believe I just plucked 2 by accident there, so there you go. Have fun. I should probably sleep the night away just for the sake of doing it. Also noticed that my torches seem to be getting knocked around relatively easily. So I'm going to go ahead, take the wand focus of illumination right here. And we're going to go over here and put some lights down. Because they definitely do not fade away like the torches seem to. So hopefully that solves all our issues there. Oop. Okay, I could use some food, so let's go grab some more berries while we wait for the glass to smelt. Although at this point we probably have more than enough glass. Yeah, 7. There you go. Take a stack of mallow berries, because why not? And then let's go make ourselves our thingamabobber. So the machine frame that was in here is no longer in here. It was used to make the harvester, the third harvester. Am I correct? Yeah, that is totally how you make beacons. Alrighty, so now we're going to set up an arena for the Gaia boss. I'm actually just going to put it in the middle of the same platform. The Gaia boss does not use explosives, so I feel there's no real need for me to worry about warding the whole upstairs. So we're just going to find a place to put this. And let me double check the Lexicon Britannia here. Okay, let's get to the top of the thing there. So we need an active beacon, so we need at least 9 blocks of a metal. And then we need some Gaia pylons, which is fair. They act as infusion stabilizers, so I kind of want to keep them far enough away. But let's set this beacon up in the middle of the place. I do need the metal blocks though, and the Gaia pylons, which I believe I already have set up upstairs. So we'll grab the metal. What do I want to use? You know what? I like the look of emeralds. Pretty sure I can use these as a beacon base. Okay, so now we can get the Gaia pylons. We also need Terra Steel to set off this ritual. So I've got 13 Terra Steel. There was the 9 that I made out of the block of Mana Steel that I talked about before. And then for a quest to make these things, which I forgot we even did, there was a reward of 3 Terra Steel, so that brought us up 12. And then there was one in the alloy chest over there. So that's where those came from. So I went ahead and I made the materials for the Gaia pylons, so now that's all set. Now we just have to set up the place itself. I would like to do so in the very middle of that roof over there. The boss fight arena. As it were. As it will be. Okay, come on. So the middle of this should be the same as the middle of this, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that should be easy enough. I just trace from this guy to the middle here. So, oh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's 17 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right here. Perfect. Does that now work? It does. So I can choose speed or haste. Let's choose speed, and then I need to give it an emerald. Can it be working when I do this? I don't know that it can. I think it says that it'll deactivate the beacon. The effect of the beacon is nullified during the battle. Yeah, so that should be taken into my... Okay. So, Ritual of Gaia. Visualize for me, please. So let's line that up right like... Well. Okay, so the Gaia pylons have to be up 1 from the beacon. That seems about right. So the beacon is the same amount of blocks out. So right here. Right here? Yes, right here. They're a little offset, so that's weird. But one block above the beacon, so right there. Seems about right. One, two. And then one, two. There we go. And lastly, this one right here. Perfect. All right, so that looks great. Now, all we have to do is activate the ritual by right-clicking on the beacon with an ingot of terror steel. But I think before I do that, there's a few things I want to set up in preparation. So as I'm sure a lot of you remember, I set up, or I made a whole bunch of golems for the express purposes of completing quests in the quest book. However, I've decided, you know, there's more utility to these golems than simply working on a quest book. So I've decided I'm going to turn these golems into combat golems. And we'll be using them to fight the boss and some of the boss's minions. I believe the Gaia Spirit can summon mobs at random, so that's something we'll have to worry about. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a Thaumium Golem right here. And now we're going to look through our quest book, and we're going to look at some animation cores that should help us in this scenario. We'll get some golems that are good at ranged combat, some golems that are good at close quarters combat, and so on and so forth. So, first on our list, Golemancy. We're going to want a... what is it? A guard core? Is that what I'm looking for? Any hostile creatures within range. Anything other than creepers. Okay, so we need a golem animation core, which we have quite a few of. We need 5 tellum and 5 vinculum. So let's get that underway, shall we? So this first golem that we'll be making will be a melee fighter. And I think that's a good option to use Thaumium because it is the strongest material, so his melee damage will be at its peak. So, tellum and vinculum. We need 5 of each. I believe I have more than enough of that, considering the fact that they're both void jars. I needed at least 8 to get this far. I'll need more vinculum because I'll be making more of these, but for now we'll just start here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave these here since I'll be making more of them in the future. The bow tie accessory, what does this one do? Increases his speed. I think I will give that to him. So let's go ahead and attach these things on here, and we'll be making a few more of these accessories before the end of the episode, and then you'll see sort of what I'm going for and what I'll be working towards off camera, so that next time we can fight this Gaia spirit thing here. So he's got his guard core, he's got his bow tie. Now let's make some offensive materials. So the first and easiest one is we want him to be at least durable enough to survive the fight. So we'll be making an iron chest piece for him, which should help things go a whole lot smoother. So we need an iron chest piece, any durability works, and 4 ingots of iron. I'm not sure that we have iron chest pieces in storage. Let me sleep the night away here real quick. So let's get the materials we need for this. Do I have an iron chest piece just sitting around? I do not. So we're going to have to use 8 of you plus 4 is 12. So there we go. Easy peasy. We'll have to make that in the arcane workbench, which is fine. Next thing I want to do is I want to give him a weapon, so we'll give him a mace. He needs 7 more ingots of iron to do that. So that'll do for there. And then what else do I want? I want him to have... vision's not that important. Quicker repair, we definitely want this, so let's get that. So we need 4 pieces of red wool and 3 string. So let's get this down to 16. That'll be that. And then 1, 2, 3, 19. Easy peasy. We need to dye this red, so let's go get ourselves some red floral powder, which is unfortunately what we use for the epic bacon, but we should have more than enough by now. Oh yeah, this thing is catching up nicely. Alright, so mortar and pestle. Oop. Red wool. Easy peasy. Alright, next upgrade. Increased health and vitality. So we have that as an option, but I think health regen is probably better. The visor ensures that the enemies will drop experience orbs when they die. It's not bad, but it's not necessary. And I don't know that we can equip the visor as well as the hat. So, we can test it, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do the test. But for now, let's focus on the ones that we do have. The ones that are definitely our priorities here. So that works there. That works for that. And then a fez so that he can heal. Alright, so let's go give our guy some good equipment. Some iron plating. Make some more durable. Oh, interesting. Cannot equip at the same time as the bow tie. Fair enough. So, accessories do not get returned. So there we go. Not bad. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So beware, if we do make a mistake, we're going to have to sacrifice whatever accessories he has on him. Alright, so let's give the visor a try. So we need an iron helmet and 2 pieces of iron, so not too bad. We may as well grab some iron blocks since we're almost out in our crafting chest. So that's 5 plus 2, so that's 7. So honestly, it's not going to be too big of a problem. And then we'll put the extra away. Alright, now let's see how well this works. Go upstairs, make the visor. I would be a little surprised if you could equip both the visor and the headwear at the same time. But at the same time, I guess it does kind of make sense that you would be able to. Because you'd be able to give your combat guy like either increased vitality with the top hat or increased health regeneration with the fez, and then still be able to make him drop XP, so we'll see. And it totally works. Look at him. Look at him. We're gonna have to name him. Well, actually, we'll see if he can survive the fight. If he survives the fight without it being like a close call, he definitely gets a name. If not, then, you know, there's a chance we'll lose him at some point, so don't want to get too attached. But regardless, that's going to do it for this one, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff. As always, I'll be making more of those golems, and we'll be equipping them with upgrades like so. Sort of making them stronger. We'll probably go with, let's see here, I believe it's the Terra upgrade that makes them, yeah, gives them brute strength. So I'll probably just give them 2 of those, and let's see, increase movement speed, maybe fire. Melee attacks sets its targets on fire, so we'll give them 2 earth upgrades. And you know what? We have enough time. Let's do that now. 2 earth upgrades and a fire upgrade. Because why not, right? Why not? So 2 earth upgrades and a fire upgrade. Let me just double check here. Upgrade. Can I use gold coins for these? No, it has to be gold nuggets, huh? That's okay. One, 2, 3. Lovely. Then let's go ahead and put these down in the crafting table and make our thing. Should be perfect. Boop. Boop. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Alright, so we'll go earth, fire, earth. Give him a nice little pattern. Hey, buddy. Green, red, green, look at you. You are all buffed out and ready to go. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Soon we'll be making more of you, so you'll have company. We'll make 4 melee ones, and then I'll put 4 smaller, like, sniping towers on the sides here. And we'll use that to fight. I'm also gonna have to probably swap out this block for a... Let's see... What's it called? A paving stone of warding, so it'll prevent golems from crossing it, so I can stop the golems from trying to jump in here and fight the wither, which would be a problem. So that's what we're going to focus on with that. So, but by next episode I should have 3 more of these guys, and then 4 more other golems in some tiny little sniper towers that will be shooting off at nearby enemies. But that is going to do it for this one, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff as always. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like or a comment. Any and all feedback is very much appreciated, and I do love hearing from you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.